Yo, what's good guys? It is your boy Luna the Programmer, and in today's video we finally have the information for the Transforming Trunks team, of course, and actually a unit I didn't expect, Heart Virus Goku. Is also coming along with him. So we'll take a look at the Goku first. Before we get to the main event. So pitched between sickness and an enemy, Super Saiyan Goku. So if I remember correctly, this is the Goku that fought Android 19 and of course had the heart virus and was freaking dying. So he leads the Turtle School category, interestingly enough, but I guess that that team did lead a bit more variety in terms of leaders. 3 key and 130% to stats. So he greatly raises his attack infinitely, it seems, and causes immense damage with a high chance of sacrificing 7% HP. So I suppose that's the heart virus part. Sickness progression. He gets 100% attack and defense, and then an additional 200% attack and defense. The higher the HP remaining, the greater the boost, and then he gets 5 key and a chance to perform a critical hit, as well as 59% damage reduction, and then a 59% chance to perform an additional super for the first 5 turns from his first appearance. And then after 6 turns, he gets an additional defense plus 59%, and then if his HP is 59% or low, he gains 59% damage reduction. His links are Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Prepared for Battle, Experienced Fighters, Super Saiyans, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle. So quite a nice link set with Turtle School, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Familiar. I think you meant Goku's family there, Garesh. Super Saiyans, Android Cell Saga, Bond of Friendship, and High Speed Battle as his categories. So, as far as the passive, this seems pretty good. Especially on that first turn. You know, you get him turn 1, it'll probably be pretty damn good. I don't know if he's been added to the data yet, so I don't know if there's any showcases this early. After all, you take a look at the Garesh information. These things are only 5 hours old. So, yeah, I don't know. But he seems to be pretty good. I'm wondering if he's going to be better than Third Form Frieza that we just got, because Third Form Frieza is not only good in his own right, but the fact that he's supporting also makes his value go up because he shares 5 links with the LR Full Power Frieza. The new one, not the old one. The old one is not really that good anymore. Look at the stats. He's physical type, so he's going to be getting at least 5,000 to his attack. Is it 4,600 to defense? So I think it'll be just under 10k defense if I remember correctly. But you know, with what is this, 300% potentially defense, that might not be too much of a worry. So the Trunks here, oh, yet another super AGL unit that raises his defense, as if we needed one of those. Yeah, super AGL unit. So let's take a look. He's a transforming, so I was expecting it to be a thing where it's like, okay, base Trunks, and then when he enters the battle, he transforms. But no, actually, you do have, you know, the base Trunks is an actual card that can be used, and then he has a transformation. So, unfortunately, this appears to be yet another new category that will most definitely have units left off of it. Entrusted Will, as well as Android and Cell Saga. Well, at least we have another Cell Saga lead, because Kami knows that that team was not good with LR Cell leading it. So Entrusted Will and Cell Saga categories 3 key, 130 to HP, but 170 to attack and defense. He raises defense for a single turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. His passive, super high speed technique, 100% attack and defense, then an additional 100% attack and defense when attacking, as well as a great chance to launch up to 2 additional attacks. And then every time 3 attacks are launched in a battle, then he launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super, but that activates once per turn. So, let me get this. And a reminder, he's an AGL type. So, this is sort of a free LR Frieza moment where he's like, okay, he has an additional So, well, in this case, he has 2 additionals in his passive. So he has 1 attack plus 2 additionals, right? So assuming you proc those, then you proc the 4th one. And then on top of that, because he's an AGL, hidden potential system allows him to proc 5 times. So he's potentially attacking 5 times in a turn. Obviously, the chance of that happening is not super high, but he has a chance to raise his defense 5 times. Now, you combine that with the fact that his active is able to be used once 6 or more attacks are launched in a battle. In the best case scenario, I think you're getting this turn 3. So assume you launch 5 attacks in a single turn. That's 5 out of the 6. Obviously, you attack at least once more turn 2. By the time he comes back around for his turn 3 at least, he'll be able to transform. Now, his ability, not only does he transform into a Super Saiyan, but he also stuns and seals your currently selected enemy for a single turn. His links in base form are Messenger from the Future, Cold Judgment, Royal Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. Obviously, for his categories, he has the brand new Entrusted Will, Hybrid Saiyans, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Vegeta's Family, Cell Saga, Bond of Master and Disciple, Saviors, Battles of Wits, Super Saiyan, and Transformation Boost. For his Super Saiyan form, he only changes 1 link, by the way, as you see down there. Saiyan Warrior Race becomes Super Saiyan. That's the only link that changes. He greatly raises his attack and defense for a single turn, as well as causes immense damage. So instead of raising his defense, he greatly raises his attack and defense for a single turn. He gets a 100% attack and defense with a great chance to perform perform a critical hit, sorry. And then he gains an additional 100% attack and defense if performing a super attack and has a guaranteed critical hit at least once. So you're getting a guaranteed crit once. Every time after that will be a great chance. Then he gets an additional 50% if the enemy is in the attack down or the defensive down status, and then an additional 50% if the attack is in the stunned or sealed status. So basically, you're getting an additional 50% if the enemy has any sort of debuff. If the enemy is debuffed in the slightest, you're getting at least 50% additional. Obviously, if you have a combination of attack down and stunned, or attack down and sealed, or defense down, and you get it. If you have any combination, then I believe that's an additional 100% attack on top of what he has. Then he gains a chance to stun the attack that he for 2 turns if all allies on the same rotation are part of the Cell Saga category. And bear in mind that he, again, being an AGL unit, has a chance to do an additional. This is pretty good. Trunks, I would say, is pretty good. I would have to see myself what exactly he's capable of, but just from looking at Kit, I would say he has the potential to be a little bit insane, especially, again, if you're getting those 5 super attacks potentially in a turn. Like I said, I want to emphasize that's not something that is going to happen all the time, but the fact that it is even possible is good. You'll probably see multiple super attacks, at least, if your luck is decent enough. But yeah, those are the 2 units that I wanted to talk about. Another thing that I do have pulled up on the wiki here is the fact that these 3 units here, they're actually getting their own EZAs, right? So obviously, I've already mentioned the Trunks unit previously, but also these 2 androids. I have all 3 Rainbow, but of course these 2 are the ones that I'm interested in the most because... yawn there, I'm tired. Because these guys have the potential to be really good. So you take a look at what Android 13 is doing here. Obviously his easy details on that. So he infinitely stacks attack and defense, right? Obviously with low stats, that doesn't really become too great until, and plus he gets key when, he only gets his main attack and defense when facing a Goku, Vegeta, or Trunks. right? But he does have damage reduction, right? If they were to make the rest of his passive less character dependent, or at the very least give him like 100% attack and defense inherently, and then leave the rest of this, I would say he's pretty good. Now, obviously, with this guy, you're definitely going to be running these two. If the page will load, please. You're definitely going to want to be running, there they are. If you're going to be running the Android 13, you're going to be running the 14 and 15 along with him, because obviously that just makes sense. Now, these guys were very interesting because they can foresee the enemy's super attack if Android 13 is attacking in the same turn for the rest of the battle. So all you need to do, even though really you should keep them on rotation all the time, but all you need to do is get them at least one time. Reminder, this only applies to base 13. One time, and they will foresee for the rest of the battle. And the reason I think they did that is because of the fact that these guys came out alongside the AGL Android 13, who eventually transforms into Fusion Android 13. And obviously, once you do that, you can no longer activate this part of their passive. So that's why they left it for the rest of the battle. So when paired with a Fusion Android 13, not only do they reduce damage received by 30%, they also give all allies attack and defense plus 30% if he's in the same turn. So that is not for the rest of the battle. He has to be consistently in the same turn if you want this part of the passive. Again, I expect that this is probably going to get raised up to 100%. These two are probably going to be 100%. This is probably going to lower attack and defense. You know, maybe 40%. You know, obviously for C's to be super attacks. I have faith that these two units, as you can see, excuse me, as you can see, we already have stats for them, right? So they're free to play TURs, so their stats aren't going to be super high. So what I'm hoping is they do right by them, especially because Androids is not a very popular team in general, especially Android 13, 14, and 15. I suppose Android 13, the AGL one, would only be used because he supports, but at the same time, you're gonna be losing out on that support because his best team is Androids, but if there are too many androids on the team, he'll transform after a couple of turns. It's really nonsensical the way they designed him. I would think he would be a much better unit if it was an active skill transformation. But hey, that's just me. That's gonna do it for us this time, though. You know, there's not really much to talk about until these three units, the androids pair. Well, not this pair, even though these guys are a pair. I meant the 13, 14, and 15, that triplet. Those two cards, plus the Trunks, the LR Trunks anyway, Easy A's. You know, like I said, you get that guy to Easy A. You get the summonable LR Trunks to Easy A. Pair them with the brand new Trunks. I predict that Transforming Trunks is probably going to be coming up in Easy A, at least within the next year. Hopefully, you know. I hope so. They move to Future Saga after this. So, you know, those teams, those Trunks cards paired together, plus with the Super Trunks that recently got those EZAs, could be quite a decent Trunks team. So that's going to do it for us this time. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a dislike if you didn't enjoy the video, or maybe you didn't learn anything. My name is Luna, also known as Luna the Programmer. I forgot my own channel name, or had a stroke or something. And I will catch you guys in that next one. Peace.